This video is brought to you by Ageless Geeks.
Hey, what is up guys? This is Anthony, aka BatBomb82, and today I'll be doing a review of the Figure Complex Amazing Yamaguchi Revoltech Wolverine. Now, taking a look at the front, we can see that the figure is showcased in a window box packaging. We can also see an image of the figure on the left. Turning the box around, we can see multiple comic book-like panels with word bubbles showcasing the figure in multiple posing positions with its different interchangeable parts and accessories. So with the box out of the way, let's crack this figure open and see what we have inside. And here's Wolverine out of the box. And man, this is one truly badass figure of Wolverine. Now I know not everyone loves the Revoltech figures because of the slightly awkward joints, but I truly love this piece. Ever since seeing proto images of him online, I just knew I had to make him a part of my collection. I am a giant X-Men fan, and I am so stoked that we got Wolverine in Revoltech form. But before we take a closer look at the figure, let's take a look at the accessories. So Wolverine does come with a decent amount of accessories. Starting off, he comes with your standard Revoltech stand with an articulated arm that articulates at 3 points. He also comes with 2 attachment pieces for the stand, 3 interchangeable head sculpts, a slash effect, 7 interchangeable hands, 3 replacement Revoltech pegs, and 2 sets of claws. So with the accessories out of the way, let's take a closer look at Wolverine. Alright guys, now let's take a closer look at the Revoltech Wolverine. Now I have been waiting for this figure for a very long time. I just thought this was such a cool looking piece that I absolutely had to have it. Wolverine definitely is one of my favorite X-Men, and definitely one of my favorite Marvel characters. And I think it's so awesome they got him in Revoltech form. I am actually a big fan of the Revoltech Marvel figures that they've been doing. Now I know, again, they are not for everybody. A lot of people complain about the joints and whatnot, and the aesthetics of it kind of just ending like this aren't great. Like, you can see these cuts right here where the chest piece is and whatnot. You can see the ball pegs for the shoulders and whatnot. They're not incredibly aesthetically pleasing. But for someone like me who really likes to pose their figures around and whatnot, Revoltech is just perfect for that. And I think they did an incredible job with this guy. Now, a lot of people semi-complained that we didn't get the Jim Lee Uncanny X-Men Tiger Stripe Wolverine. I'm kind of okay with that. I'm actually a really big fan of this particular suit, which is more like the Astonishing X-Men suit. So I actually think this is really cool. I like the aesthetics of this specific suit that he wore, which I think is very cool. And also inside the box itself was like this insert of some like artwork, really cool artwork of like the Astonishing X-Men type of characters, which I thought was pretty rad. So I'm definitely hoping we get more. But this guy is pretty awesome. The sculpt is really cool. He feels really sturdy and bulky, and I love that. Right when I pull him out of the package, I'm like, yeah, this guy feels really solid. Spider-Man and Deadpool felt a little flimsy, Spider-Man more so, but this guy is just a very sturdy piece, and I love that. And he is very, like, short and stocky. Like, I think that's so cool how they got that look. Every time one of these figures comes out, the designs semi-remind me of like Marvel vs. Capcom, and this guy just does, it definitely screams Marvel vs. Capcom to me. So again, the sculpt is really good, pretty much what you would expect. Nice muscle structure, kind of a little exaggerated and whatnot. Got that X on the belt right there. The boots look really good. The paint is fantastic. There is a subtle darker yellow wash or yellow orangish wash in some of the muscle structure, but the metallics of this look really good. The boots look nice. That's a really dark metallic blue right there. Same thing on the mask, a really dark metallic blue. You can see that. On the shoulder pads look good. All this bright metallic blue throughout the sides of the costume look fantastic. I love this. Really cool looking figure. The muscles, the head sculpts all look great. So we do got interchangeable head sculpts. We do get this one right here, which is pretty much the one he comes packaged with, which is pretty much straightforward. You can pop the heads off just like so. They're just on straight pegs. And then you do get this separate neck piece. So you want to put that on like so. And then we get this head right here, which is pretty interesting, and I'll explain why. So this head originally, or this figure originally, was supposed to come with a cigar. But Revoltech, like a lot of other companies I know, especially Hasbro, they're kind of against, smoking and whatnot, and I understand that. But they won't even let their figures come with it, especially Wolverine, who's known for like smoking, won't come with it. But we also get this hand. Now, hands are interchangeable too. Those are just on standard straight pegs. But this hand right here was made for holding the cigar. So we still get the hand for holding the cigar, and we still get the mouth, where it was going to look like he holds the cigar to his mouth, kind of like that. But we don't get the actual cigar itself. So that's a little disappointing. But we do get those accessories, which is pretty interesting. So yeah, that's kind of cool for what it is, though. But it looks like I'll kind of be forced to make my own cigar. So then he also comes with this head sculpt right here, which is probably my favorite one. Just that screaming, yelling, just berserk rage mode Wolverine head sculpt right there, which is pretty cool. What I'm also going to do, I'm going to put on one of these hands right here, and I'm going to show you how the claws interchange. So you can see this one doesn't have anything on the back of the hand, but this one does have those little blades that are in right now. So you just kind of pull those off right there, and those are just little pegs like that. And then you can bring the blades on. Those are just little pegs right there. You got a little peggle inside the back of the palm right there. Took those in, put that on that side. Take this one over here and put it on that side. See if I can get it to stick. Is it sticking? There we go. So there you go. Now you have these claws, and what I really do like about these claws is that they're just so big and exaggerated. That's just the shape of them looks really cool. Like, it's something I would totally draw. But I love that, just huge and just very, cartoony, comic book like and whatnot, just the shape of them. And I love the metallic paint that they use for this. Nice, bright silver, looks very, very cool. So you get some really wicked looking poses with that. Just you'll see at the end of my video with the poses that I've got. I just love these claws, and it just looks so cool. Again, I love how big they are. Kind of get something going across like the shoulder like that, and raw and raw. I love this so much. Go snick, snick. Yeah. Oh, no, I love this so much. Right when I saw pictures of this with the claws like that, and just, oh my god, that was so awesome to me. I dig that so much. We also get this effect piece, like a slash effect piece. So we take like the Revoltech Deadpool here. Let's pop his sword holster off. There's a little peg on this as well, and you can take that and just peg it to his back. So like you could have him like Wolverine just slashed across him like that, and you'll get the effect like so, which is pretty cool. We also get his Revoltech stand, which is pretty standard and whatnot. You got the 3-point articulated arm right there, and it's got a little extender piece and a clip and whatnot. So very cool. I'm so glad that we actually get extra Revoltech joints. I'm glad they included those. So again, very nice. So I'm gonna pop these claws off real quick like that and take those off, and I'll put these little hand ones right here, and the other one is eluding me at the moment. Oh, it's on the other hand. So I'm gonna take that off, and that went flying. Don't want to lose these because I think those are the only untrainable ones we get. So you pop that onto that hand. So you could put the closed ones, or the I don't know what they're called, blade that are inside his hands. I'm totally not speaking right now, but you can put those on the open palms as well. So let's take a look at articulation, which is insane with Revoltech, as a lot of people know. So the head is on a ball joint. It does roll around just like so. Does turn left and right. It does look all the way up that far, which is very nice. You can look down a little bit. But this whole neck, and I believe these muzzles are called the deltoids, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. But that whole section right here is on a ball peg too, so that rolls around, rotates, and whatnot. So it helps them look all the way forward like that. I mean, you can look all the way up. and then all the way down like so, which is pretty cool. But when you're doing that, you can get that hunched over look and then still turn his head, so you can get some really good rage poses like that, and Berserker Barrage and things like that, which is pretty awesome. So then you got the ball length double ball joints at the arms, where you can go all the way around like so, all the way up and down and out about that far. It's the Revoltech ball joint at the elbow, bends forward about that much, rotates just like so. The ball joints at the wrist, so those kind of roll around, rotate, hinge, pretty much anything you need to do. We get a double ball peg in the center, all the way up into the chest piece, into the crotch area. So this rolls around independently from the top, rotates, pivots, crunches back and forth, really nice. Same with the one at the bottom. This rotates just like so, crunches back and forth, pivots side to side. Pretty much anything you need to do, so you can get a lot of good motion like that. And he can crunch forward very, very far. You can see that. That's pretty insane, the poses you can get with that, with the amount of articulation we get. We get hip joints that kick forward about that much. This belt is a separate piece like that, so it does not really hinder articulation whatsoever. It can kick forward that much, back about that far. That pops off. A lot of pieces on this figure do pop off, but that's kind of to be expected. It's just so the figure doesn't break, and you can alter the articulation a little bit. So again, splits about that much, rotate in that upper thigh just like so. We get a very nice knee bend, which is really good. You can see how far it kicks back. Very, very good. The boots themselves are actually on ball pegs, so those roll around like that's a little weird. Rotate, kind of hinge back and forth, pivot side to side, so pretty much anything you need to do. We get toe ankle joints that allows you to point the toe up and down like so. Rotate. We get really nice ankle rockers, and then we also get really tight toe articulation. If you just want to, there we go. I had to pop it a little bit. So there you go, toe articulation. I knew it was in there. So overall, I just think this is such an incredible figure. He is definitely, I think, one of the best Wolverine figures that I've ever had, especially if you want a Wolverine where you can do pretty much anything, especially if you want to get some of those poses from, like I said, the Marvel vs. Capcom games, like I said, the Berserker Barrage and things like that. I think you would absolutely love this. He's very aesthetically pleasing to me. I love the Astonishing X-Men suit. So cool, great accessories, great sculpt, great paint, amazing articulation. So if you're a big Wolverine fan, then I think he is definitely a must-get. So for a quick size comparison, here he is standing next to a Marvel Legends Captain America figure, as well as a DCUC Batman figure. And for your Revoltech comparison, here he is standing next to the Revoltech Deadpool and Spider-Man figures. And just for fun, here he is standing next to a little Lego Bat-Bomb. So there it is, guys. My review of the figure complex Amazing Yamaguchi Revoltech Wolverine. Now overall, I just think this is a freaking badass toy. I love this piece. You can do pretty much anything with those Revoltech joints, and I absolutely love them. I love recreating certain moves and poses from the Marvel vs. Capcom games, and this is the figure to do so. I know not everyone loves the Revoltech figures, but I do. I love posing him around. He's got a great sculpt, great paint, and amazing articulation, and I think you would absolutely love him for your collections. So for great deals, head over to agelessgeeks.com for awesome action figures like this and all the things you love. So please comment, like, and subscribe. Stay nerdy, my friends. Peace.